Let me say something that might feel uncomfortable at first. Most of the stress you feel in trading doesn't come from losing money. It comes from how you judge yourself after every trade. That constant mental scorekeeping, that's what's wearing you down. Think about how you usually end a trading day. You don't ask yourself, did I follow my plan? You ask, how much did I make or lose? And whatever that number is, it decides how you feel about yourself. Good number, you relax. Bad number, your mood drops, even if you did everything right. That's a problem, because trading doesn't work like a job. You don't get paid for effort, you don't get paid for intelligence, and you definitely don't get paid for being right today. You get paid for repeating good behavior over time. But your brain doesn't naturally think that way. Your brain wants immediate feedback. It wants to feel good now and avoid feeling bad now. So, without realizing it, you start training yourself to trade for feelings instead of results. Here's how that usually shows up. You take a trade. It works quickly. You feel relief. And because that relief feels good, you close early. Not because it was the plan, but because you don't want to lose that feeling. Then another trade goes against you. It's uncomfortable, so you hesitate. You give it more room. You tell yourself a story, anything to delay that discomfort. Over time, this flips your entire edge upside down. You start cutting winners short and letting losers hang around. Not because you don't know better, because you're human. Most traders think this is a discipline problem. It's not. It's a conditioning problem. You've trained your brain to associate winning equals relief, losing equals personal failure. So, naturally, your behavior starts chasing relief and avoiding discomfort. The market doesn't reward that. What consistent traders do differently is surprisingly simple. They don't let single trades decide how they feel. They separate execution from outcome. Outcome is data. Execution is identity. That distinction changes everything. Imagine ending a trading day like this. You look back and ask one question. Did I trade the way I said I would today? Not did I make money, not was I right, just did I follow my rules? Some days the answer will be yes and you'll still be down. Other days the answer will be no and you might be up. But over time, your confidence stops being tied to randomness. It starts being tied to behavior. That's stabilizing. When you judge yourself by execution, something subtle changes. You stop forcing trades because there's no emotional reward for it anymore. You stop moving stops because breaking rules doesn't feel good. You stop obsessing over every candle because your job isn't to predict, it's to respond correctly. Trading becomes quieter, less dramatic, and ironically, more profitable. This doesn't mean money stops mattering. It means money stops controlling you. You review it calmly, like a report. No spike of pride, no spiral of shame, just information. Here's something most struggling traders never hear. You don't need to feel confident to trade well. You need to feel neutral, calm enough to execute, detached enough to accept outcomes. Confidence comes later, as a side effect. There will still be losing days, there will still be drawdowns, but they won't break you the same way, because instead of thinking, I'm failing, you'll think, I'm executing and collecting data. That mindset keeps people in the game. If you're in a rough phase right now, don't ask yourself what you need to fix, ask yourself what you need to stop reacting to. Stop reacting to individual trades. Stop reacting to daily P&L. Stop reacting to how you feel in the moment. None of that is reliable. Behavior is. You don't need motivation. You need a better way to measure progress, one that doesn't swing your emotions around every day. That's how traders last long enough for skill to actually show up. So if trading feels heavy lately, come back to this, not to feel inspired, but to reset how you're judging yourself. Because the fastest way to sabotage your trading is to let short-term outcomes define long-term decisions.
This is Ghost FX. We don't chase wins. We don't panic over losses. We build behavior that survives uncertainty. And when behavior becomes consistent, results eventually follow, quietly.